Okay. I think that's a no. Okay, so in the last class, we had started with Rajyo, and we had also discussed the various vrittis we had completed. We had come to the practice in Rajyo, which a beginner level can adopt. So that was Ashtangyo. So I had given all the limbs: Yam, Niyam, Asan, Pranayam, Pratyahar, Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. All of these practices I had just named in the previous class. So let's get into a discussion of why this particular procedure and uh, according to Patanjali Ji, what is the meaning of all of these things. So generally, if you see certain words, they have a different meaning in Hatha Yogic practices, but as per Raj Yoga, in the context of Raj Yoga, what does each and everything mean? Okay. So first limb that we have is Yam. So I'll just write that down in the chat box also. Yes, so these are social rules, I can say. How do you exist in society? So um, we're all normal people who, yes, we are studying yoga, but we just cannot suddenly leave everything behind and cut off from the society. So Patanjali ji understood this, and hence he gave a proper way of conducting yourself in the society. Okay. So, for example, a Raj Yogi, a student who is practicing Raj Yoga, would always have the attitude of ahimsa or non-violence. Okay. So for Raj Yogi, the level is very high. The sentiment goes in deep, and his whole being changes when he follows the yam of ahimsa. But since we are discussing it relevant to our current situation, being non-violent in attitude, in the way we conduct ourselves, is also very necessary. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going ahead and, if you say that I'm not going and hunting, like, so I'm like practicing ahimsa. No, your attitude, your way of um, interaction with everyone around you is uh, having that sentiment. Okay. So you are in a peaceful state, you are not in a state where you want to harm someone, basically. Okay. So that we can say is ahimsa for us, where we are taking everyone into consideration. Yes, everybody around us is like, we're taking a particular action, or even your speech and mind should be such that the thoughts which might hurt someone are like not there in the mind. So ahimsa, then satya. We cannot always speak the truth, but we can try our best. We can work on developing this quality each and every day. Today I will lie about 10 days, 10 things, but tomorrow I have a choice to at least lie about 9 and leave one behind. Okay. So every day choose to stick with your truth, sticking with your own truth. And uh, the truth is never going to harm anybody. Okay, so that's the quality of the truth. It's hard to accept it, but because it is the universal reality, it will not harm anybody, it will just exist as it is. Okay, so each and every day work on developing the quality of satya in your mind, in your speech. So it's not only about speech. In the mind also, we have so many images about who we are not. try to get to a very clear picture. As you go deeper into your meditation, you will understand yourself better. So try to find that truth in life. Okay. Then we have aste or non-stealing. So that attitude of stealing, wherever you have not taken permission, that falls directly into the category of stealing. So next time you want to get a hold of something, or just desire something which you don't have, and you want to take it from someone, just take permission. It's not that hard. In our mind, it seems very complex, and like people who have a difficulty in socializing, especially, like the term introverts is used. So uh, they find it very hard to interact, but taking permission is very necessary when you're on the path of yoga. And I'll come to this point after I complete all of them. Why this is very important. Whole yamas that Patanjali ji has given. Okay, so then we have uh, brahmacharya. Yes, so brahmacharya is abstaining from sexual activity. So, see, if you go into Tantra Yoga, you will read about a lot of practices where, Tantra Yoga is a totally different field, and over there, even sexual activities you will find like that. Okay, there is a way. Even if you read about mudras in Hatyo Pradipika only, there are two mudras, I think, which are like how do you have to engage sexually. So those mudras are about that. So it doesn't mean that you are like suppressing your desire. So you have to reach here naturally. Okay. So it doesn't mean that if somebody has told you that, okay, now you're practicing yoga, so you shouldn't do this. So no, there is some discipline that you need to get into order, but you can never proceed on your path if you suppress a desire. In yoga, we just say don't react to the desire. Okay, so there are only two ways in which you can go, where a thought can go. Either you will suppress it. Suppose I'm not able to get hold of something in my life, so I will suppress it. Okay, and or I would react. So suppose I have this emotion of anger and I react. मैं गुस्सा कर देती हूँ. ठीक है, तो वो मैंने बाहर निकाल दिया उस चीज को, बट आई वॉजेंट एबल टू ऑब्जर्व द इमोशन एज इट वॉज एंड गेन एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग दैट इट विल ऑल्सो गो अवे. तो किसी का गुस्सा भी 10 दिन चलेगा, 15 दिन चलेगा. Okay, I'll agree that some people get angry for years and years, but it goes away. Like even people who supposedly get angry for years and years are not actually angry. They're just holding on to their ego. Their anger, the emotion must have subsided, but the ego makes you hold that anger, hold to the emotion, the memory of that emotion. गुस्सा नहीं रहता इतने सालों तक, किसी का भी नहीं रहता. वी कैन नॉट स्टे इन एंगर 24/7. हमारी बॉडी ही गिव अप कर देगी हमारे ऊपर अगर हमारा गुस्सा कांस्टेंट होता तो. व्हाई? बिकॉज when you get angry, your heartbeat, your breath, everything changes. And if your breath is and heartbeat is normally like that, like for a few days it's like that, then your body will face severe consequences. So कोई भी इमोशन आपका लंबे समय तक नहीं रहता है. वो हमारी ईगो है जो हमें होल्ड करवा के रखती है उस चीज को, कि मैं इस चीज को नहीं भूलूंगा या भूलूंगी. वाई? बिकॉज दैट थिंग इज कमिंग इन, मैं नहीं भूलूंगी. ठीक है, बट the on a feeling level the emotion subsides. Okay, so उस चीज को जो है when you go into sexual abstinence, you don't have to suppress, because see, it's a natural need. Yes, and not only is it a need, it's a survival, like it's a survival instinct when we reproduce. So ऐसा नहीं है कि आपको abstain मतलब बिल्कुल ही इस तरह से करना है कि नहीं. आपकी इंटेंशन चेंज हो जाएगी उस एक्टिविटी में एंगेज करते हुए. ठीक है, the way in which you engage now will totally change. The yogi doesn't necessarily stop engaging in sexual activities, but his entire motive, understanding of that same action changes when he practices it in I would say yoga full way. Okay, तो उधर कभी भी मत जाना where you are suppressing yourself. Okay, then next thing that we have over here is non-possessiveness, अपरिग्रह. Yeah. So non-possessiveness. अभी क्या है? We have things in our lives which are like. So let me give you a personal example. My sister and I, we are very different. We are worlds apart. So if you put us in the same room, either there would be a very good entertainment show going on and everyone would enjoy, or there would be a blast. Okay. So she really believes in donating clothes and everything. She's very active in that manner, like socially, social help and all of those things. She's very active in that sense. So, and I'm not. Uh, I wouldn't give you points for guessing this. So, what happened was one day she was like sorting out her clothes and she was just like, you know what, I'm going to donate these many clothes and यहाँ यहाँ मुझे प्लेटफॉर्म मिल गया है देने के लिए तो आई वाज आल्सो जस्ट लाइक वाओ शी इज टेकिंग सो मच इनिशिएटिव मैं भी कर लेते हैं ठीक है तो शी सेड जाओ निकालो कपड़े अपने तो आई went to my cupboard and there were so many t-shirts that I had. Like I love wearing shirts and t-shirts. Okay, so I had a good collection. So when I was sorting them out, initially I thought, "अरे वाह, मैं बहुत दे दूंगी," because I have so many, so I would be able to give those. मतलब, I would be able to give a good number. But as I like started sorting my clothes out, I still remember like my mind had this trick. Okay, so suppose like a round neck and V neck uh, t-shirts पर आ जाते हैं. So I had maybe 2 3 blue t-shirts, but for keeping each and every one of them I had a reason. Round neck की एक ही है, ठीक है. Then V neck की एक ही है. इस style में एक ही है. I have only one polo in this color. Then when it like the colors that reason went away, I came to the other reasons. I was just like, "Hello, ठीक है. I have only like I don't have red much, so I cannot give this T-shirt away." Then like all of these things, polo में एक ही है, इस style में यही है, and ऐसे करते करते my pile of giving away the clothes was so like small, and I was surprised at myself how my mind was playing with me because when I come back over here, I only get 5 7 t-shirts and I wear them for the 7 days of the week. And sometimes I wear the same t-shirt 2 days in a week because I like it so much. So I forget about all of those t-shirts that I have left behind. But there is so much attachment. There is so much possession. Like मुझे possess करनी है वो t-shirts कि I'm not able to let go. So this creeps in a lot of things that we do in our day-to-day life, and that is the reverse attitude is the one which you have to develop because according to Patanjali ji, anything that you don't need is if you have something beyond what you need, that is a quality of possessiveness. Okay, so apart from the basic things, everything that you own in your life is a mere luxury that is not required for your survival. Okay, so he said कि इस attitude को हटाओ, decrease this attitude, then you will be able to proceed on the path of yoga. Okay, so yamas and niyamas, I'll discuss niyamas, but yamas and niyamas were placed first. Why? Because he understood that on the path of yoga you will get a lot of, I would say, sweet candies. Okay, when you walk on the path of yoga, you will get siddhis, you will get a lot of experiences which are not, which won't pertain to your normal experiences in this world. And hence I call them toffees. Why? Because they're very attractive, they're very appealing, and we are like small kids, हम खिंचे हुए चले जाएंगे. We will want to have more and more toffees as we proceed on the path. So if we are not established in yum and yum, we will go after those toffees again and again, and we will get back into that cycle which is causing you suffering. अब आपने क्या करा, आप हर चीज ले आए. You are not having dairy milk, so normal boiled is dairy milk. Now on the path of yoga, because you are enhancing yourself, you are getting like Toblerone or Hershey's, suppose. Okay, तो अब आपको टॉफी ज्यादा अच्छी मिलेगी. So what will happen is a kid will have the tendency to go and eat that toffee. But yamas and niyamas are the one which will make you understand hai to chocolate hi. It is a chocolate only. So don't run behind it, because that flavor of your final goal is much sweeter than the toffees and chocolates you will find on your way. ओके, तो यम नियम में अच्छे से एस्टैब्लिश होकर आगे बढ़. ठीक है, तो देन वी कम टू नियमा. सो इन नियमा वी हैव शौच, संतोष, तप, स्वाध्याय, ईश्वर प्रणिधान. So last three I have discussed a lot of times, I think. Yeah. So last three I'm not going to discuss that much, but the first two,
Yes.
Shauch and Santosh, I will discuss. Okay. So Shauch is external, internal, both ways you cleanse yourself. External कैसे करा? आसनों की practice कर ली. Practice asanas, you do shatkarmas. First thing is shatkarma. You do all of these things to cleanse yourself, cleanse your body, so that you come in a healthy state. Okay. But internally kaise kara? Through swadhyay. Okay. So when you're introspecting yourself, you are introspecting each and everything that you do and the thought behind each and everything that you do. Okay. So उस point of time पर the introspection will help you in your internal cleansing, where now you are eliminating the negative thoughts, and and you won't have to make space for the positive ones, because positive thoughts exist in you. It's just the negative ones that create a barrier to those positive thoughts. तो क्या है, जैसे जैसे clean करोगे वैसे वैसे your way will start becoming easier. Your way will start, um I would say it will reflect in your action also. So internal से external cleansing will also become easier. Now you'll be able to stick to your yoga practice every day. अभी पहले छूट जाती थी, अब नहीं होगा उतना ज्यादा, क्योंकि you are working on a very deep level when you are going into the practice of Shauch. Okay. Then we come to Santosh. Santosh or satisfaction. Each and every yogi who has existed, even a bhogi who has existed. Okay, we are in the yogi category, but even a bhogi has the understanding कि अभी ही है जो है, this is the only moment that I have, और इससे मैं pleasure derive कर लूँ. भोगी says इससे मैं pleasure derive कर लूँ. Yogi says I have to go above pleasure and pain. Okay, but the relevance of this moment and being satisfied in this moment has been highlighted. Why? Because you cannot go back to the past and change something, and future to kabhi aata hi nahi. Like in my experience, my future never came. Just when I thought that the future is coming, the next present moment came in. Yeah. So if you are not satisfied right now, if that level of satisfaction, if you are not working on it, if you're not working on enhancing it, then your entire life you're going to spend thinking of a future which is never going to come, and thinking of a past which you can never change. So just be in the present and develop satisfaction. जो है अच्छा है. Whatever is there, it's good. You can work on this by keeping a gratitude journal. We do gratitude at the end of like most of our classes. You can like try to remember something which is really positive in your life. All of us are so blessed that the fact that you can join a Zoom call tells me that we have much more, we have beyond what we need. Yes, so it's something to be very grateful for and each and every day. Like ऐसा नहीं है कि gratitude एक external practice है या effort डालना पड़ेगा. It will seep in so deeply that you will wake up and you will see what is good. It's changing your mental attitude and seeing what you have rather than seeing what you don't have. Because if you want something, हमें उस चीज के ऊपर एनर्जी डालनी चाहिए. So but most of our lives we put our energy on things we don't want. So what do you think will expand for us? The things we don't want, because we're focusing over there. So the simple trick is to, whenever you're focusing on something you don't want, just start focusing on something you want. Yeah, that will increase. And the satisfaction that you have in the now, that you have everything, the confidence that everything is good, is only going to give power to all your goals, all your aspirations, because not only do you are you aspiring for something much better, much beyond yourself, but even right now you have the superpower of appreciating whatever you have. तो संतोष जिंदगी में हमेशा रखो, be it for a very little thing or it can be a big thing. That depends on you how you view it, but it should always be a part of your day. So no day should go by without feeling gratitude for what you have. Focus on the things that you can appreciate at first. धीरे धीरे आने लगेगा उन चीजों में भी which you don't. Yeah. So keep working on developing all of these things. Tap Swadhyay Shur Pranidhan. Again, discussed a lot of times. You can go back in the previous classes, see what the explanation is. But niyamas are your way of conducting your own self. मैं कैसे exist करूं? How should I exist for my personal happiness through these attitudes? So develop them, work on them. Okay. Then slowly when you get established in these, ये आपकी foundation form करते हैं. Okay. When we are building a house also, the आपकी जो foundation होती है, that is given the most relevance, because if the foundation is not good, there is no point in decorating your house, building up a fancy house, because you never know which day it's going to break. So yamas and niyamas form the foundation for the other limbs. So always like work on them, work on developing them as much as possible without suppression. Okay, big word, without suppression. ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं suppress करे जा रहा हूँ, मैं संतोष feel नहीं कर रही, but I'm forcing myself. No, keep practicing. संतोष will develop, quality will develop. Okay, करते जाओ, don't stop ever. Like there is only one rule in life as far as I have understood, like in my entire journey. It's only this thing, that don't stop. It doesn't matter if you're going in the failure category or the success category. It's a person who stops, who like close the scope for both of them. तो fail भी करो तो बार बार करो, because one day the success you are looking for is going to like come to you, because that is also looking for you. When you will become capable, you will come at that level, it's naturally going to come to you. Okay. So then he said, chalo theek hai, a foundation kar diya, foundation is all set, let's move into a higher level of practice, which is asana. Okay. So according to Raj Yoga, Maharishi Patanjali ji, asana is nothing but a posture in which you are stable and comfortable. उन्होंने आसन का पूरा रेलेवेंस ही इस चीज से दिया कि वो आपकी मेडिटेशन के लिए. He didn't say that go, you know, do Ashtang Vinyas Yoga, do Vinyas Yoga, Hatha Yoga. Don't like, he said ki okay, theek hai. You can do these things too. He did not put a restriction on this because you need to keep your body healthy. But for him, asana is just one posture in which you can remain stable so that you can meditate in that. So that is why Hatha Yoga is the closest and forms a very good basis for Raj Yoga. Because Hatha Yoga, when you study about Hatha Yoga or go to a traditional Hatha Yoga school, then you will see they make you hold an a particular asana for a long period of time. तो उसके अंदर आपका फोकस इज नॉट मूवमेंट, इट इज होल्डिंग. तो वो आपको प्रिपेयर कर रहा है फॉर योर राज योग, बिकॉज even in Hatha Yoga Pradipika it's written that the purpose of Hatha Yoga is to go into Raj Yoga. So एक understanding है that it's a supportive, it's supporting something else. So फिर Sukham Asanam he said. Okay. So any posture in which you can sit for a long period of time and you are comfortable, that is your posture. That is it. अगर आपने उसमें सिद्ध कर लिया, सिद्ध करने को यही बोलते हैं, एक आसन को सिद्ध करने का यही तरीका है. दिस इज योर स्टैंडर्ड of understanding if you have perfected a particular asana or not. You can sit in it for a long period of time and it's comfortable. Sit or stand or whatever. Yeah, depending on which asana you are doing. But वो उस आसन की सिद्धि हो जाएगी फिर आप. ठीक है. तो आसन is just this much. As per the Patanjali Yoga Sutra, he has given all the benefits. With each yama, he has given a benefit that you will attain out of that yama. Then same goes for niyama. Then for asana also, he said that dualities which exist, heat, cold, I would say happiness, sorrow, ये आसन से ही खत्म हो जाएंगी आप. The duality ceases to exist if you perfect the asana as per Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Okay. तो ये आपका डुअलिटी फिनिश कर देने का तरीका ये है आसन की सिद्धि का. ठीक है. फिर बोले कि चलो ठीक है, नाउ यू आर रेडी, नाउ यू हैव कम इन अ कंफर्टेबल पोस्चर, अब बैठने लायक हो गए, कैपेबिलिटी बढ़ा ली अपनी. तो अब बताता हूँ आगे क्या करना है, किस प्रोसेस में आप जाओगे. तो उन्होंने बोला प्राणायाम, गो फॉर प्राणायाम. इन प्राणायाम क्लास वी हैव डिस्कस्ड breath control, breath expansion, different meanings we had discussed. As per Hatha Yoga, this is the meaning of pranayama. But as per Raj Yoga, you will read in some Hatha Yogic texts also, pranayama is called Kumbhak. Okay. Why Kumbhak? Because again, Hatha Yoga, Raj Yoga के लिए prepare कर रहा है. तो main thing that happens when a Raj Yogi goes into pranayama is, even like Patanjali ji, he said कि जो ब्रीदिंग का प्रोसेस है उस पर होल्ड आ जाना. ओके. होल्ड इन द सेंस उसमें एक पॉज आ जाना. सो व्हाट इज दैट पॉज? कुंभक. दैट कुंभक is the stage, like he described pranayama as kumbhakun. He said where your inhalation and exhalation ceases to exist, that stage is pranayama. Okay. So he gave 4 pranayama over in his text, in which one was inhalation, as we discussed in pranayama also, puraka, then rechaka, then kumbhak. One is kumbhak for him also, and one he gave kevali kumbhak. So 4 pranayams he has given, but the highest one, the one that you have to work on achieving, is the kevali kumbhak. Okay? So natural retention, where you reach a state where you are naturally retaining your breath. Why retention of breath? इसमें जाते हैं थोड़ा सा. Let's try to understand this. Because when you go deep, your breath becomes a disturbance for you. Okay? When you sit in meditation and suppose you have sorry, अभी सांस देख रहे थे, कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ा. ठीक है. धीरे धीरे क्या हुआ, बॉडी भी स्टेबल करके ही चले तो ठीक है, बॉडी में भी कोई मूवमेंट नहीं हुई. बट प्राणायाम तक पहुंचते पहुंचते क्या होगा, जो सांस है वो तंग करने लगता है. इट विल नॉट अलाउ यू टू गो इन डीपर. सो ये सेट पहले ही इसको सिद्ध कर लो कि सांस होल्ड कर पा रहे हो. और in the initial stages only make yourself capable that you can hold your breath, where your inhalation exhalation is going to cease to exist, and you can sit with that for a long period of time, तब आगे बढ़ पाओगे. ठीक है. So without pran we cannot live, but without breath we can live for a particular period of time. Even normal human beings can live without that. अगर मैं अभी आप लोग को बोलूंगी कि close your nose, close your mouth, तो आप इमिडिएटली आपके प्राण नहीं छोड़ देंगे आपका शरीर. क्या है, आप ब्रेथ होल्ड कर पाओगे. ब्रेथ आप होल्ड कर सकते हो. प्राण निकल गए तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी. ठीक है. दैट इज द एंडिंग स्टेज वेयर योर प्राण लीव्स योर बॉडी, बट ब्रेथ यू कैन होल्ड. तो उन्होंने बोला इस पे वर्क करो, इसको बिल्ड करो, इसमें सिद्धि लेकर आओ. ठीक है. इसको डेवलप करो. then you will become capable of the point where you are bridging now. So pratyahar is your bridging point where you are going from external, from all of your senses. Now you are preparing yourself to cut off because you have gained control over your body, and your breath is now, इतना हो गया, आपने इतना कर लिया कि your breath now you can, you can live without the breath process. पूरा inhalation exhalation के बिना अभी आप एक पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट तक आप सर्वाइव कर सकते हो. नाउ व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू डू विद ऑल ऑफ दिस? मैंने आसन में भी सिद्धि कर दी, मैंने प्राणायाम में भी अपने आप को एस्टैब्लिश कर लिया, पर मैं क्यों कर रही हूँ? व्हाई? बिकॉज आई हैव टू टेक दिस एनर्जी, this sense of concentration and focus towards my own self. I don't have to direct it outside. A Raj Yogi never ever believes in directing the attention outside. He knows that everything is inside within him and he needs to understand that. तो इस सबको करने के लिए आपको अपने सेंसेस से विड्रॉ करना बहुत ज़्यादा जरूरी है. As soon as I see something, suppose I'm sitting in meditation and I see something outside. तो क्या है? For a beginner, it's very destructive. For a yogi, yes, we can understand meditation as a day-to-day way of living, of existing, and that is true. But for which level of student is it true? For a very higher level student. For us, meditation initially is cutting off from the senses, because you right now you do not know when your senses are going to run away and distract you. आपको अवेयरनेस, हमको अवेयरनेस बहुत लेट आएगी इस चीज की. योगी knows what is going on, what his mind and senses are doing. We are not at that level. So for a beginner, pratyahar was given कि आप withdraw करना शुरू कर दो. Withdraw from your senses so that you can focus your entire attention on one thing. Abhi my energy was getting directed in 100 directions. Hypothetically speaking, 100 is also a very low number because all of us know how much our mind runs. We have so many thoughts in a day. तो उन्होंने बोला इस सब से कट ऑफ जब करोगे तो एक पॉइंट पर आपको फोकस डालना है. फोकस ऑन वन पॉइंट आफ्टर कटिंग ऑफ फ्रॉम एवरीथिंग. तो इनवर्ड आना शुरू करो. So whenever we see a meditation, like somebody doing meditation, we see someone sitting, yes, and then we see someone eyes closed, hands in a particular manner. That image directly comes into your mind. So that thing, कि आंख बंद करनी, when we close the eyes, we see that and we start focusing on the object, all of our senses start to, get to that point. तो अगर पहले ही withdraw हो गए, this is the easiest way for your mind, your senses. Right now your senses are controlling the mind. मैंने कुछ देखा, मुझे बहुत पसंद आया. So, but easiest way for us to get our senses in our control is if you go into the practice of pratyahar. When you go into the practice of pratyahar, the senses have nowhere to run away. So the mind is there, the senses have no objects now. So किसके कंट्रोल में आएंगे senses? Mind के ही कंट्रोल में आ जाएंगे सीधा. There is no effort that the mind will have to put. They will directly, when you remove the object of the senses will directly come in control of your mind. Okay. तो प्रत्याहार में जैसे ही गए तो आपका external part of yoga, the Bahirang yoga, as we had discussed in the previous class, this is where the first 5 limbs come in your Bahirang yoga. Okay, because now you are cutting off from the senses. इससे पहले आप senses के साथ touch में थे. Even in the bridging point, you are somewhere in touch with the senses, and then you are withdrawn. Okay, so इसको हम पूरा first 5 limbs are Bahirang yoga. Then once you have gone within Antarang, you enter the internal practices, the internal links, which are Dharana, Dhyan, and Samadhi. 3 limbs, the remaining 3 limbs are Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. These are internal links. सारे senses को अंदर कर लिया. We diverted all of our senses, we cut them off from their objects. We are not giving the senses any food now. है ना? So now choose one object. Okay. So choose one object to focus your entire attention on. Now this depends on you and your own unique self. There are so many meditation practices out there. You guys have also like done multiple meditations in your meditation class. John सी सबसे आप पसंद है, whichever you like the most, go ahead and start practicing that, and practice that with continuity, with a sense of dedication, and with a sense of detachment. Keep practicing that meditation, keep doing it, and you will reach a stage where the dharana or concentration. Right now, you will put a lot of effort when you want to focus on that object. Okay, so it can be breath, it can be body, it can be a particular sound, it can be a particular mantra, it can be pranav, anything which struck you the most. You can go ahead do that. पहले effort लगेगा आपका to stay with that object. Okay, and as you pass the stage where the effort becomes effortless, you enter the stage of dhyan or meditation. So dharana and dhyan both are different. One is always getting disturbed. It is always getting distracted by the thoughts. Okay, so you're trying to focus on one thing and there are so many thoughts which will take you with them, then you come back, then you go again, then you come back. Yes, but जहाँ वो पूरा process effortless हो गया, where it becomes effortless and now you are able to stay with the object with ease. There is nothing which is troubling you. तब आप ध्यान में गए. उससे पहले का पूरा process धारणा. ठीक है? So in meditation class also, most of you must have experienced since now your 1 month is about to get completed. All your classes are about to get completed. I'm sure that there must be one moment that you would have experienced कि बहुत ज़्यादा effort लग रही है, ठीक है? In that moment there would be so much effort. You would be like अब नहीं हो रही meditation. And suddenly when you touch that point, अचानक से एक effortlessness आ जाता है, ठीक है? So maximum effort and then it completely dissolves into effortlessness and you experience that moment of silence, you experience that moment of peace and calmness जो आप ढूंढ रहे थे, है ना? When we sit in meditation, we are looking for something. हम ढूंढ रहे होते हैं ना, we shouldn't, but we are. तो क्या होता है? Some days we touch that point. अरे मैं तो ये ढूंढ रहा था. This is the peace I was looking for. That state is what meditation is. सब छूट गया, सिर्फ object है. There is an object with you and you are there. Awareness of yourself and the object. These two things are over there, and that is what the process of ध्यान है. There is no effort. Okay? अब ध्यान करते करते ही ये एक दूसरे के स्टेजेस बन जाते हैं, ठीक है? सो द डीपर यू गो, द नेक्स्ट स्टेज यू टच. सो धारणा से आप ध्यान टच कर जाते हो पॉइंट पर, और एक पॉइंट ऐसा आता होगा जब व्हेन यू आर सिटिंग इन ध्यान एंड नाउ देयर इज जस्ट योर ऑब्जेक्ट, यू इवन फॉरगेट योरसेल्फ. पैर में दर्द होता है हर टाइम, बैठे बैठे बहुत दर्द हो रही है, पर एक पॉइंट आता है जब आप ये भी भूल जाते हो, है ना? When we sit in meditation, first thing that happens is we are not able to sit for a long period of time. पर एक दिन तो ऐसा आता है बीच में जब आप सब भूल जाते हो और आपको होता है अरे वाह, now this was what I was looking for. Then the definition of what you were looking for changes again. अब तो शरीर भी भूल गए, अब अपनी एग्जिस्टेंस भी भूल गए, अब्सॉर्ब हो गए, है ना? सो समाधि इज दैट स्टेज ऑफ अब्सॉर्प्शन. तो एक, it's like level 1, level 2, level 3 of the same video game that are going on. Okay, so you jump from level 1 to level 2, then level 2 to level 3, and depending on your own capability, past karmas, all of these things which are there, depending on these things, you can either go ahead and go into a deeper practice. जब आप समाधि के और स्टेजेस में चले जाओगे, ठीक है? समाधि इज ऑल्सो डिवाइडेड इनटू डिफरेंट स्टेजेस एंड द लास्ट पॉइंट इज केवल्य. या तो आप आगे चले जाओगे या आप वापस आ जाओगे, ठीक है? तो sometimes it might have happened with you guys also. You must have touched samadhi and then come back. फिर टच कर लेते फिर वापस आ जाते हैं, तो ये भी होता है, ठीक है? दिस ऑल्सो एग्जिस्ट. So continuity, with the continuity of practice, as you will be able to elongate the time of your meditation, you will also be able to elongate your time of samadhi. तो ऐसे करके योगी वर्क करता है धीरे धीरे. उसको पता है कि in one go I cannot go for, you know, extended amount of period of meditation because I'm not prepared. So हम prepared नहीं हैं, तो योगी भी जिस लेवल तक prepared होगा उतनी वो मेडिटेशन में जाएगा. फिर क्या करेगा, उस मेडिटेशन के सपोर्ट से आगे जाएगा, समाधि को सपोर्ट करेगा, ठीक है? फिर समाधि को एलोंगेट करने की कोशिश करेगा, बट जरूरी नहीं है दैट द योगी स्टेज इन समाधि. Okay, he also comes back, and all three of them together are called Sanyam or Samyam. Samyam, I've also heard of Sanyam. So okay, Samyam, this you will read in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So when all three of them happen together, and you don't know when you're transitioning from the from one to the other, उसको पतंजलि जी ने संयम कहा. एक धारणा से ध्यान से समाधि में चले जाना विदाउट नोइंग, ये एक लिमिट के बाद प्रोसेस नेचुरली तीनों होने लग जाते हैं एक साथ, ठीक है? बढ़ता जाता है इसका टाइम, एंड द टाइम ऑफ धारणा रिड्यूसेस, टाइम ऑफ ध्यान एंड समाधि इंक्रीजेस एज यू प्रोसीड. तो इसको संयम कहा. एंड व्हाई द इम्पोर्टेंस, व्हाई संयम specifically used for this is because he has given, like, as I talked of vibhuti, so he has talked of vibhutis in Patanjali Yoga Sutra. So vibhutis are the, I can say, the way of attaining vibhutis is संयम. अगर आप किसी एक चीज पे संयम करोगे तो आपको उस चीज की विभूति मिल जाएगी. तो इन द नेक्स्ट चैप्टर्स ही हैज एक्सप्लेन कहाँ पे फोकस करके कौन सी सिद्धि मिलती है. ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स आर डिस्कस्ड, वेरी हाई लेवल थिंग्स, बट आई एम जस्ट ट्राइंग टू explain the importance of Sanyam to you. Why has he given it a separate term? The three processes happening together. ठीक है, तो ये आपके 8 limbs हो गए अष्टांग योग के अकॉर्डिंग टू महर्षि पतंजलि जी, the meaning of each and every limb. Okay, and with this we have finished our last school of yoga, which is Raj Yoga, and with that we have finished your course for philosophy. So any doubts, any questions that you have?
Now it seems like everything is cleared, but I guess when I start now reading all the previous classes, maybe at that time if I get any doubt, so how to contact?
Okay, so from next month, live classes will start again, like we restart the
Okay.
course. every month.
Okay.
तो आप next month join कर सकते हो अपने doubts वगैरह के लिए, or
Okay.
any class that you want to attend, any topic you want to attend, you can do that.
And
Yeah.
Soumya ji, you said you will give an assignment.
हाँ, वो मैं बताती हूँ. उससे पहले कोई doubts?
नहीं, actually I missed few classes, but I am seeing the recorded videos of yours, so I'll complete it, and then if I'll have any problem, I'll message you, or as you said, we can join the classes again for any doubts. Yeah, till now no doubts as per the classes I have. हाँ जी.
Okay, chalo, very good, very good. How about the others?
Can I have your email ID, so if there is any confusion, we can talk to you in between? Or
You
any
can
email
email
ID
us.
where we can contact?
So you can either go to the page itself, and there is a chat box that comes up. You can contact us over there, or you can email us at the official ID, which you'll find on the website also, vinyasindia@gmail.com. I'll write it down in the chat box also. So you can email over here also. I put that up in the chat box for you guys.
Yeah.
Pooja ji, I'm not sure if I got your doubt.
Like, what if we have attachment for your classes? Then how to handle that? Like now, you said today, in the sense, now you said like today will be the last class, but mind wants your classes some more days. So how to handle that?
अरे नेक्स्ट मंथ से शुरू तो हो रही है, आप इतना स्ट्रेस क्यों हो रहे हो? फिर से शुरू करेंगे हम लोग क्लासेस को, ऐसी बात नहीं है, हम कहीं नहीं जा रहे, यहीं पर हैं. For our students, we are always there, so you guys can reach out to us always, like, and कोई किसी भी चीज में डाउट हो तो पुरानी क्लासेस देखो अच्छे से, और नेक्स्ट मंथ फिर से ज्वाइन कर लेना if you feel that you want to learn more, or you want to you think you can gain more understanding of a concept. अगले महीने शुरू हो रहे हैं, कोई नहीं, it's just 4-5 days, and I'm giving you a task. I'm giving some task to your mind for those 4-5 days, so don't worry about that.
So course line will be the same, or it's going to change for next month?
Same, we restart the course every month, no? So every month news to every month same course we complete. So let me tell you about your first. Yeah, so आप लोगों का assignment ये है, the assignment for you guys is that you have to choose a topic related to philosophy. It's not necessary that it's related to your philosophy, but philosophy in general you can choose, and you need to make an assignment on that topic. It can be anything, and you need to make assignment on that, and it has to be
Sorry, your
500
voice,
words minimum.
your
कोई भी
voice is
topic आपके
breaking. Can you
interest का.
repeat it?
Okay.
Hello?
Is it better now?
Yeah.
Any better? Hello.
It's better now.
Okay. I was saying that you guys have to make an assignment on any topic related to philosophy, and minimum word limit is 500 words for you, and you can choose anything that you have liked so far. योग से भी हो सकता है, it can be from योग philosophy or any other philosophy that might interest you, and just email those assignments before till 31st July on the email ID I have given on the group, or you can see this email ID on the website also, vinyasindia@gmail.com.
Okay. It can include different topics, like in one philosophy, like it's 500 words. You can add different things in it.
या तो जैसे अब आप मान लीजिए योग ले रहे हैं, तो योग, if you're taking योग, you can either go for Ashtanga Yoga only, or you can write about Patanjali Yoga Sutra, like all the limbs, anything that you want, like Kriya Yoga is also there, Vrittis are also there. मतलब आप एक भी चीज चूज कर सकते हो उसमें से, या आप पूरा राजयोग लेकर जैसे सारा ही कवर कर सकते हो, डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ मच डेप्थ यू वांट इन योर टॉपिक.
Okay.
Any doubts related to the assignment?
Clear?
No.
Clear. चलो ठीक है. So let's end today's class, and I will hopefully see some of you next month also. If you have any doubts or anything, please feel free to join. And
Yes, we will.
all the very best to everybody who is right here over here in this call, and otherwise also watching later on. All the very best to
Thank you.
everyone. Yeah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
after this
And,
assignments, like
mhm.
okay, after this assignments, before 30th we have to give you, and then we are going to write exams after that, or maybe anytime whenever we want.
Now it's up to you. So these are live classes. Here you can connect with us. Now you can complete your pre-recorded videos and then let us know.
Okay.
Like once you are done with the syllabus, then let us know. We'll send you the theory paper, and then we can proceed with your practical also. Like once you clear the theory.
Okay, okay. So within 3 months we have to complete everything.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
हाँ, तो ये तो
Thank
आपका
you.
1 महीना हो गया ना, where you
जी
joined
जी
the
जी
live class.
जी
तो अभी आपके पास बहुत टाइम है. Take your
जी.
time, study more, see what you can like research, be your own scientist. Yeah, करते रहो जर्नी
Sure.
कंटिन्यू. चलिए ठीक है, तो एंड करते हैं आज का सेशन. I'm just going to end it with one Om Shanti, and all of you be happy and progress in your life. And if you get time, do sit for one Vipassana course in your life. Like make the time for that. That
Yes,
is
yes.
my request as a teacher to everybody who is present and is ready for that. Just do make sure that you go for one Vipassana course. Definitely. Like, okay, so I will see you in the evening for your pranayam class. And namaste to everyone.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you.
Stay. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye. Take care.
Bye bye.